studied your history, and you did not take over this country by singing "We Shall Overcome." You did not gain control of the world like you have it now by dealing fairly with a man and keeping your word. You're treaty breakers, you're liars, you're thieves, you rape entire continents and races of people. Then you wonder why these very people don't have any confidence or trust in you. Your religion means nothing. Your law is a farce, and we see it every day. You demonstrated it in Alabama. And I can say you because you're part of the whole system. You profit from it. In fact, you make your living from it. You couldn't walk around and talk to people, stand up in your pulpit on Sunday and preach nice little songs and say, now we're going to give thanks to the Lord for he is good and old Jesus be among us. As far as we're concerned, your Jesus is contaminated, just like everything else you tried to force upon us is contaminated.
Shalom, shalom. Call Layim Lai Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Kakadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. And salutations to the hopeful elect brothers out there pushing this truth with all diligence and sincerity, risking your freedoms and your lives to do so. Yeah, man. That brother said it best. Ever since E has been in power, the way that he's gained power has been through the edge of the sword. You know, you've had Columbus as such guys saying that, and I believe the conquistadors said that somebody can conquer these same people in a day. They're a goodly people, you know, starting with the so-called natives, you know, and I believe Ponce de Leon, he never when he came to this side of the earth, it said that you know, he never put his sword down. So much that I believe it was 500 Tainos left on that island, man. Decided the Tainos of the border cross of Ephraim, man. But it just goes to show you that this is the same man that was given that great sword. But this is Psalms chapter 55, verse 20. It says, he put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. You know, like the brother said, you know, this man has made treaties and he's broken them. And the scriptures record this, man. It records him as the man of sin. And now is he being revealed to not be, you know, somebody that's going to be for your benefit. It says, he had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. But war was in his heart. You know, the brother said it as best he could as well. You know, as far as regarding even with religion, he would use religion, and behind closed doors, he'd be ready to overthrow you. You know, that was even in that show. They pointed that out in the show The Boys, man. The one guy from Australia, he's like, yeah, it's tighter than the security is tighter than a choir boys. You know, his anus saying that, you know, although these guys are preaching this whole gospel message from the Bible and being hypocrites with that. They're using this as a facade, man, to push a certain agenda. You know, they're really thinking about conquering. That's what E is always about, man. Overthrowing someone. All right? And it says, his words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Right, man? This man has been on a war path since the womb. You know, and now the other nations even see it, and now they want to get him out of the way. So even his own nation wants to get him out of the way, man. All right? This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 5. It says, the Lord Yahweh hath broken the staff of the wicked. Because sooner or later, it says, you know, it says in the scriptures that the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment. You know, hast thou not heard, man? All right, so sooner or later, this guy is going to get broken down, but he probably doesn't think so. He thinks if he goes down, the whole earth is going to be in turmoil. No, the Lord's not going to destroy the whole earth. Right now, he's pissed, so he's jacking up certain parts of the earth, you know, which is bringing down your kingdom. But the Lord's not going to destroy the entire earth. Neither is there never going to be anybody to rule, because it says there always will be someone to rule, or that there will always be a king to rule on the throne of David. And the throne of David is going to be on earth in Jerusalem, man. You know, where King David and Yahweh Shai will be residing, man. It says, in the scepter of the rulers, he who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. So this guy, hey, man, he didn't let up. Even on his off days or days when he was tired, that hand was still swinging. He was still beating us down. When he was having a bad day, he was still beating down Jake. And as mentioned in the scriptures as well, I'm going to run to that. Then I'm going to get back to where I was. Proverbs 4. This is Proverbs 4:16. It says, "For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they have caused some to fall." So this man is always about drama, man, bullshit. Causing calamity. Hey, our brother's name is basically Loki. Wasted away is he, man. He wants to see who can be destroyed right along with him, man. Who can be as wicked as him? Who can continue in sin with him? All right. In every form of fashion, Esau has a sword set up, man, which is destruction. And he naturally gets down with that, man. This is Isaiah 14:6. It says, "He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindereth." All right? So that's why nobody's going to feel bad when you go down. All right? Because from the beginning, you've been nothing but a demon, nothing but a devil. That old serpent, the devil, is going through the earth, lying and persecuting. All right? Shoot, just got done watching that one little Scream movie. And the little Edomite chick, she kept on repenting and saying, "Oh, no, please, I won't do it again." And then, she, not to give away the movie, but hey, spoiler alert, and then she tried to do the same thing, so they ended up whacking her. She ended up dying a horrible death, a very horrible death, which is going to be the way of E, which was ironic. It says, "The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing." So notice that, hey, this is going to be the needs of the few, being outweighed, man. You're gonna be outweighed by the prosperity of the earth and the elect, man. Whose the earth is. This guy has to be getting out of the way. His sin is weighed in the balance and has to be out of the earth, man, for the earth to continue in prosperity. All right, this man has to go down, and it starts with that man of sin being revealed. It started with us going down, as the scripture says, and then it started with that man of sin being revealed after that, man. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." So we fell away. Now the son of perdition, the son of destruction, who did nothing but kill, steal, and destroy, is being exposed, man. Who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called the Most High. Because he never thought that the Most High would come back and pay him back for these things, man. But he even says that the prayers out of a poor man's heart. And who was the poor of the earth, man? It was us. The prayer out of a poor man's heart pierces the clouds, man. Because the Lord is so just. He set up a hierarchy on, okay, if you're supposed to, basically provide for these people to be in this situation, these people to be in this situation. Likewise, it's with Moses, to have captains over such and such and princes over such and such to rule in a certain order. But then, hey, when those rulers are being unjust, then that's when the top ruler will come down. And that top ruler being Yahweh Shai and his host, man. They're gonna come down and judge the earth because nobody's listening to the cry of the poor. So he's gonna do something about it. The hierarchy that was set up is not a just one. So the Lord is going to have to intervene. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 8. "If thou seest the oppression of the poor and violent perverting of judgment and justice in a province, marvel not at the matter. For he that is higher than the highest regarded, and there be higher than they." Hey, man, this has reached into the clouds, man. It says this place has become a smoke in the Most High's nose. I'm going to get that. Yeah, this is Revelation chapter 18, I'll start at verse 3. It says, "For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication." Yeah, right. These nations, they had their hand in it. Now, it says that they've become mad because they've drunk in it, and now they're waking up in that rage, in that stupor, their headache, crazed off of this, and now they want to let it go. They want to forsake it. It says, "And the kings of the whole earth have committed fornication with her, and the mercies of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven. So the Most High has heard these things, man. He's heard how America has gotten down, and he's not fucking with it either. It says, and the Most High God has remembered her iniquities. It says, reward her even as she hath rewarded you. So that's going to be the judgment that's going to be coming to, these Idumeans, these Babylonians, the rulers in this wicked society called America, man. And 2/3 of our people that have least holding them like bloodsuckers, man. You're going to go down with them in their lower regions. Like, you chose to be the lower servant of a servant, man, of something that's lower than a dog, But anyway, it says, reward her as even as she has rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. And the cup which she has filled, fill to her double. All right? So that's the judgment that the Lord is going to bring down on this place, man. All right? Because since the beginning, it's been filled with nothing but witchcraft, nothing but murder, idolatry, nothing good. All right? I'm going to end it off with one last one. Yeah, this is Revelation chapter 18, verse 21. It says, And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, meaning the people. And that's basically the representations of the destruction in those vessels, saying, Thus, with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. That's going to be the destruction of this place, man. That great millstone being Yahweh Shai, he's going to destroy this place. All right? So that's going to be the end of this. It was forged by violence and murder and robbery. It's going to go down by such, man. That's the reason why America's broke. That's the reason why it's going to be taken for everything that it's gotten. It says, hey, if great gatherers came to thee by night without not leave some gleaning grapes, the Lord's going to stamp this place out until there be nothing. But with that, I'm going to end this lesson off and give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rekakwadash. Shalom, the Bible Ball.